that defines the sport. One that everyone points to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Wolverines will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So Ohio State's offense will take the field first. RPO complete to open the drive. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run play action. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary, guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So Michigan's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's...
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's complete on the right side. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. They boot it away. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Setting up the screen. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They'll try the run. There he goes. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's blocked. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The Buckeyes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to throw on first down. Hit as he throws. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gets it out quickly. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Buckeyes are on the move. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll leave it with the lone back. Breaks the tackle. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Offense in a bunch formation. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Complete downfield. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Fights off a defender. Passes takes him still on his feet. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Tight end finds a soft spot. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's 4th down. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The give to the tailback. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll keep it himself. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Dalton. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. The Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker.
Personal foul.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play. They'll mark it at the 33. Looking to throw on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Georgia. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Pulls it and fires to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
Wants to go up top on first down. They'll run the screen. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dalton. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Lost to throw again. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating the ball down the field. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man quickly. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll make it a 2-score game at 16-7. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Hold and finds his man on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Handoff from the gun. Slithers into space. There he goes! And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the Buckeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. The screen, he can go! And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going for it all. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking for the 1st down on the read option to the left. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. It's now a 1-possession game, 16-10.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Caught over the middle, it's Gentry. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's going to run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when the Wolverines and Buckeyes get together, and a fun first half to boot. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive in the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Ohio State plays out.
The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. They're going to ride this running back. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. They'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Virginia Tech is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Virginia. It wouldn't be the ACC.
Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Got it in the middle. It's fired.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw again. He's got his man. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The Wolverines will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Touchdown, Wolverines! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. From the gun. Good timing on the quick out. They get it into the end zone. Two-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It's a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. It's complete to the left. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Got a man. It's Dalton. Still on his feet at the 45. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got him. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 1st and goal for the offense. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The play action fake. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Quick strike through the air for the score. They built a comfortable lead, and Michigan is firmly in control.
Hail to the victors has been playing. This team has handled the moment, handled the game as well as any Michigan team we've seen. They know every year this will be a fight, but Michigan has brought it, and Ohio State hasn't responded.
And I think Michigan has just done a better job executing here in the second half. I love the way they've mixed in the run with the pass offensively. Defensively, they're doing a great job communicating. They're just the more locked-in team here late in the game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Motion from the wide receiver. On third down, he drops the throw. He's open on the right. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Got room at the 35. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Rushes on him. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Ginn. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt. You cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense defense get it back. It's a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Off-play action on first down. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. He's going for the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines! They put up another score here in the fourth, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to fire on second down. Get it out on the screen. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to sling it on second down. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Quarterback making adjustments. The toss to the outside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The running back has it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Wolverines come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll start the return inside his spot. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. The give to the back. Finds a little bit of room, picks up 4 out to the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. just feeds the running back. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down. And he slides in safely. The Buckeyes are on the move. To the air on 1st down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Give to the back. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Ball. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Smart move to keep it on the ground.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. The Wolverines will punt this one away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. With the catch, it's Ball. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Catch in the middle. It's Ball. Strong, firm tackle. They'll immediately call timeout. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
So here comes the Michigan offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
They cross out all of the M's on campus. They call them the school up north. But this year, Ohio State will have to call Michigan the victors in the game as they plant their flag in this rivalry for another year. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.